do you recommend I start with? Let's see.
Let's see. You said you like the mouse more, right?
Yes.
The easiest one probably for the mouse might actually be the spaceship looking one. Not because the yellow one and the black and red one are keyboard related mostly, no mouse.
Okay.
But the insect and the spaceship, the one that kind of looks like a triangle.
Yes.
Those are mouse related. So probably the ship.
Okay. Except the cursor is very close. I know how to move. But like I said, I did play it a little bit to try to get a feel for the game.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a totally different experience for me also compared to the one last night. So.
Okay. What we went for is making it a little different. Because everybody actually says they like the yellow one a lot.
I'm gonna die. I done died. Rip the dream. And that laugh in the background, that is just so awesome.
Oh, the mocking laughter saying you're a loser. That part usually gets people to like try hard, like don't call me a loser.
Ooh, I died again. Okay. Get out of my way. Okay, I wiped out totally.
So don't give up.
I'm horrible at these games. Let me try the insect. See if I can do that one.
Listen, the insect. I don't want to try and scare you, but the insect is it is slightly harder to use, but might be the strongest one.
Come on, you.
Do you have it set to the lower or higher difficulty?
I have it set on easy. I'm a total noob. I played it a little bit, but I am a total noob.
That's perfectly alright. I mean, I've played this game quite a few times. I still stink at it a lot.
You gotta start somewhere, and that's out Satan's death. Yay! Okay, I won that one.
Usually the ship is easier.
I guess I'll give it another try.
Let's see.
And there is also that new one off to the side. But...
Yeah, I saw that. I was saving that for a little later. Okay.
It might be a bit more complicated.
Get out of my way.
And then E to raise shields. Higher.
E to raise shield. Okay.
And you can't attack while you're doing that, but it makes the shield come back faster.
I'm doing very poorly, I might say.
I've never seen it move sideways like that before.
Yeah, it does that if the mouse is really close to it, because it doesn't turn when... The reason for that is
I'm trying
because
to
it spins.
trying to get it. I just like to jump in the middle of them and die, I guess. Okay. I died.
Spoiler for our lag.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. We had this trouble last time too, where it took like a few seconds for it to catch up with us.
Well, outside of these, never talk to people while they're streaming. Maybe it's always that way.
That's actually fair.
I don't see how the guys do this. They must have practiced because this is hard.
Well, when they had the demo, the only one they could practice was that black and red one. They knew him inside and out.
Yeah, I'm afraid of him because I was telling.
They actually do like the yellow one a lot.
I get my fingers all twisted up and I get frustrated.
Yeah. Well, the way to shoot the beams, you have to have the mouse away from the ship. If you give it too close,
Oh.
you have to keep the mouse away from it.
Oh.
And shockwave costs some of your energy. The little attacks don't.
I didn't shoot that way, so. I don't. The shield, I guess, is keeping me from shooting.
Yeah, it's when it's putting all of its power to the shield, it can't shoot.
Oh, okay.
Fly around and
It's a cute ship, though. I'm gonna die, but it's cute.
Thank you.
I'll let him chase me. How's that? How long does the shield last?
until you turn it off.
Oh, I did not know that. Thank you for that info.
But it's the way to get your defense back, because his shield is strong, but unfortunately when depleted, he's kind of squishy.
Yeah.
Whereas the queen has her swarms to protect her, and she's beefy by nature, but her swarms are not that strong in comparison.
He's being mean to me. Yay, I heard it. Thank you for the host spot, gaming. Yeah, I'm learning. I still died, but I'm learning. Okay, the blue represents what?
Energy. You need it for some of your attacks, and it's your shield too.
Okay,
But
so that's what kills me.
Is that the shockwave will drain it faster. So best to use that when you have a bunch of people near you, or if you're trying to cause damage to a lot of buildings at one time.
Oh, okay.
And when you're like running away and not fighting, that's usually when you would want to raise the shield.
Okay. Awesome. See, it goes to show you we're never too old to learn. That helps build my health back up.
And actually, I've always asked people this. They say harder games, like older games like this, are harder to play.
Well, it's not an older game. It's just old style.
It's older style, but it's different style.
Well,
You ever played an arcade game? Actually, they are a pain in the neck.
Okay. At least my stuff is building back up some, so I can't move. It got me stuck. Now they're damaging me. So how come y'all decided to make a game like this? It's an awesome game when I learn how to play it. So
like Kaiju a lot, and there aren't that many Kaiju games.
They're terrible games.
There's a few good ones.
So the good ones were actually older ones, like it's called War of the Monsters. It's a PS2 game. It was amazing, just an amazing game that we both loved.
And I was an Atomic Mutant on the PC.
And there was an actual Godzilla game that was not bad.
Not the recent one.
No, not the recent one. The recent one for PS4 is terrible. The PS3 or 2, Godzilla Saves the World.
hello, Days Pony. I played a lot of games on the Nintendo. I've not played a whole lot of the PlayStation games, so.
So were you a Smash person on the 64?
Kind of, sorta. I played some, I'm more of a Mario type person.
Mario Kart or Mario Party?
Mario and Yoshi.
Ah,
I'm old school.
there's nothing wrong with old school.
I guess I'm telling my age now, so. But that's okay.
Well, age brings experience, though.
I mean, I played that game too, so that doesn't really prove much.
I still have the original Nintendo.
Unless I'm old now, maybe.
Well, you always do kind of say you're old because you keep things like when I was young and these kids nowadays. And you're making me feel old too. Stop it.
Let me do. Yeah, I've mastered this one here pretty good, I think.
Which was the one for the swarm? Was it E?
Winner!
I don't remember if I changed it, but in
Hello,
early...
Widow.
Okay.
I know I'm not too young to be grounded, Widow. I'm sorry I interrupted you guys.
No, that's okay. With the queen, you want to make sure you keep, I think it's R, to be summoning the swarm. They can protect her. And they can do damage to things around them.
Okay, let's try that one again. So I didn't... Oh.
it has a little instructions page there.
Yeah.
When you click them.
R is a shield. It shields queen from damage. Nice. I read that and I must have forgotten.
And that little bug it shoots, you shoot that at the infantry and not the vehicles.
It replenishes your energy.
Oh. So, R.
And it doesn't cost anything, so you can spam it.
Yes, always be pressing R with her to keep your swarms up.
Oh, nice. She seems to have more health too.
Yeah, she's got the most.
So I guess that's the reason I do pretty well with her. So.
I forget, did you nerf Slimer? Or is he still got that?
Yeah, it doesn't full heal.
Okay. Because before we had it fixed, the slime one might have actually been the most powerful because his healing was just... It just full healed him all the time.
Let me
50
read-
seconds.
Let me read the buttons on one of these other ones. I've not played it very much. Touch is W, E is repair, and R is cannon. W, E, and R. Well, at least they're right there in a row. Maybe my fingers won't switch over each other.
Q, W, E, R. Yep.
Okay. Now how do I turn him?
Arrows.
Oh,
This is one of the... Yeah, this unfortunately, since you say you're not good at it, is one of the keyboard-bound ones, so the mouse is not going to work with him.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to be horrible at this one. Totally horrible. Okay. There, let's go get him. Get him. He's not moving. I might be pretty good at it if I learn how to play the game.
Well, since some of them are easier to learn than others, we were always told that the slime one actually was one of the easier ones to do.
He's not to me, but
Yeah, everyone's been different. Some say the unknown they know because they've played forever.
Okay.
Queen can be challenging, but she is the strongest because you have to keep up her swarm.
I don't know about the strongest, but she's definitely good.
Okay, which one is not hitting anything?
W.
Or
Okay.
Q if slash. Slash is not very good at damaging buildings, but it's good at clearing out swarms of enemies.
Okay. Why? Even though I'm not very good at them, I'm letting you explain them some to the people so they know what they're. Does that make sense? That way each one of them gets some coverage. It would be rude to leave the beginners out.
Because let's see, the way that most people use the cannon, it's laser cannon. Most people use it to do a lot of destroying of the buildings because it does a lot. It shoots a very wide and long beam. So a lot of the buildings, when they're condensed, will all be hit. Punch usually is also for destroying buildings. Slash is good for destroying a lot of things in infantry or enemies in front of you, but not very good for damaging buildings.
So I learned something here. If you're moving, you can't. It doesn't work. So
Yeah.
you actually have to be not moving.
Yeah, and also when he's repairing, he can't attack.
Okay, which is my repair
No,
bit?
he can. Yeah, the ship can, but he can't.
I'm gonna get them mixed up all the time. Yeah, always put R with him for
Maybe that's why you lost.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the thing I inherited from my father was his terrible memory.
I have that too. Don't let it eat you too bad.
I tried to.
Okay, that one can't go across those.
Win!
Oh, I won!
Winner!
Alrighty then. That was interesting. Thank you, Sheldon Eyes. Thank you, Mountain Mania, and I'm sorry. I'm concentrating on the game. I'm missing a lot of chat. So, concentrating on the game. I'm missing a lot of chat. So, now let's give the jelly one some love. Q is attack. W is punch. E is to reabsorb. And R is shockwave. T can attack the other form, the more real. Okay.
Yeah, because E is to throw the slime, and then when you're over it, click it again.
Okay.
And T makes it where he can just move around faster and he has more defense, right?
Okay.
Yeah, not many things can hurt
So
him.
this is the Q. So I smashed him. Wrong direction. I guess that's the thing for biting me. Go this way. Ah. Ooh. He's one of the first ones that needs to go. You need to go, buddy. Ah, can't move. I'm stuck.
You have to turn away from it. That pillbox is in the way.
Okay. I love that laugh. Okay. That one's hurt. This way. Oh, I need to go this way. This way. So, this one. That's how that works. Ah.
Yes, and that's how he gets his health back.
Oh, okay. It's hard to get them lined up just right.
Yeah, it's easier with buildings.
I like throwing the slime. That's awesome. So how long did it take you guys to make this game?
Well, so we actually spent 3 years. Because in the beginning, we were just trying to figure out what to do. And then it was more just building it and trying to get it out there. So it took about us 3 years to get this finally underway. And finally made. But I think it is just the two of us.
Yeah. That makes it a little bit harder.
Was it
What
the
did I-
thing is, I went to school for art, he went for programming, so it's a very
Good trade-off. I'm sad.
Yeah, there's a building up there.
You can't go over the buildings unless you destroy them.
The flyers can.
And when you transform, you can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, flyers can do it because they're flying. I mean, unless these are very, very tall buildings.
Okay.
In case the pilot needs to be
Like
fired.
It's like that though. It's hard the buttons, the arrow things. I'm not good with the arrow things.
That's alright. And don't forget he can clap.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. And then he can, he has a shockwave ability. And then when he can transform, it makes him very, very tanky. But he can't attack.
I need to go this way.
It's really good later for getting close to generators and artillery.
Oh yeah. The rail guns.
Come here, my blob. Got me cornered up. Oh!
Press T to transform. They'll get you out of the situation.
Tita.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Ah. This is fun. I'm throwing all the blobs out. That's where I get messed up with my key.
Clapping actually, if you're between buildings, the clapping will actually attack both of them. That's a good way to get rid of some buildings. See why he's like that? He's very hard to hurt, but he can move around quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of these things can hurt him. Why is it like that?
Only really big stuff can hurt him like that.
Mostly the mortars.
Yeah, mortar.
Ooh, I found some blobs.
I think
That
so.
worked. I'm missing a building.
I think she was almost dead before he was there.
Yeah,
I was. I found a blob. This is cute. I'm missing a building somewhere, right?
Or a pillbox. Pillboxes can be the bane of a gamer's existence in this game. There, that one.
Winner!
Okay.
Oh, no way.
Because how many times did they keep saying they couldn't finish the game because there was one random pillbox somewhere in the map?
Yeah, it's really bad on the big ones.
So, the one I've got left is the new ones on the side.
That the retro kaiju.
Yeah. So.
Now this one I have not seen yet in action. That's gonna be interesting.
Thank you, Sky. I get so excited. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Excitement is good.
So, now keep in mind, folks, I am playing on easy mode. So, you can't hold that against me. Okay. The retro ship turns to face the mountain. Okay. Left click. Right click, damage buildings, harvest health. And E, cannot file front detached.
Yeah, when he detaches, it's his way of healing.
E. Oh, he's pretty.
Nah. Oh, he does look so good, doesn't he?
Oh, wow.
Oh, they look so good.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome.
You didn't tell me how pretty that looked in there.
That's how it works.
Yeah, but you never said how well it looked.
How did I do that?
He still has his normal lasers, too.
Okay.
Left click.
That is adorable. I love it.
And it does the same thing, too, actually, when it kind of veers off to, like, a side.
I love it. It shoots everything behind you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a dodge attack.
Yeah, it makes it hard for the enemies to hit too when you turn around like that.
Oh my. Now how do I heal?
You have to hit a building with the front part,
When it flies over.
which... there it is.
I about took all my buildings out.
No, that pillbox. There's a pillbox right above you that's still alive. That's
There.
what's...
It is adorable, isn't it? These. That is awesome. I love that. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
And there is another slot off to the right for a kaiju that isn't finished yet.
Yeah.
Under the retro.
Yeah, it's a little blue button right now.
That one will be coming out soon.
Awesome. And if anybody has any questions in chat, just let us know, and these guys can answer it. So, should I try for the hard level?
You could try one of the different levels if you get.
Yeah, I'd probably try more of the maps on easy first.
So at least with the easy, you can get the layout.
Okay.
And
How do you do other maps?
choose a kaiju.
Well, whichever one you want.
I like the retro one.
Okay, we'll go with him then.
Okay.
All right.
And then
We click OK.
Just hit what?
Okay. Click OK.
Okay.
And then click on the first town,
Oh.
and then left click to go to the next one.
It's not highlighting. There it is. Base 108. Okay.
Maybe a bigger map,
A bigger one?
because I think that's the one with the.
Well, if you've never played any of the other maps, you have to unlock them.
Yeah.
I'm reading about that. So yeah, I had to be base 108.
Well, see, I didn't know they were other maps, so.
There's 10 maps, and the further you go, the bigger they get. With the last one being the biggest.
Base 108's pretty small. I think it's smaller than the first one.
Yes, it's significantly smaller.
Okay.
But it lets you see some of the scarier things that come later.
Oh yes, like that, the rail gun.
Move, baby, move. I love this. Ooh, I'm following it. That is awesome.
Yes, and if you left click away from him, he can just shoot his normal lasers. If you can't use your dodge beam.
Well, you can use it while launching the little one, too.
Yeah.
I'll just get in the middle of them and whirl. I can't move. Let me move. Let me out. I need a building. I didn't destroy them all. There's something somewhere. Has to be.
See, there's a building beneath you. Yeah.
And there's that little cannon.
No! I died.
Loser.
If you guys have not tried this game, you have so got to try it. It's adorable.
Thank you. That was the whole like premise actually of the retro kaiju. It's supposed to be kind of based off of older games like I know it's Sinistar. What was the name of it?
Well, anyways, this is generally one of my favorite kind of shapes for spaceships, for like horseshoe or moon shape.
I'll have to give this game more time. It's awesome, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Might be that cannon actually beneath you.
He's hard to kill.
Win.
Yay!
Winner.
It is quick, Sky. That's my favorite one now, the retro.
I'm glad you like it. Everyone has to find the one that kind of suits them best.
So the next one you may put a little bit of pink in it. I like pink.
Newville.
This is the one from the demo.
Let's go up here and do this thing. Show you guys. Pick on our little elf area. Rude.
That line was also perfectly there to be shot.
I love that. I'm totally ignoring my chat. I'm sorry, guys. Love it. You guys did good.
Thank you.
Leave me alone.
When they're bunch spread out like that, might be better to use the little laser.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Catch me if you can. I lost. Thank you, Diz. I'm not a professional or anything.
You're still doing good though.
Thank you.
Yeah, the drawback to him is that you have to be near the buildings to heal.
Or at least have buildings left to heal with. So it's kind of like a double edge. You have to destroy the buildings, but you also need them to heal.
Yeah.
Especially if the only ones left are right next to a bunch of rail guns and stuff.
Or even toolboxes. That's
Okay. If I can get them lined up, I'll smash them. So which one of them gives me health back?
Where the front part comes off.
that little gray cloud is what heals you. It also damages buildings.
I'm also going to die. Again. But that's okay. I'm having fun. That's the main thing.
And you learn every time you use it.
I love that.
MNT Numania, I believe it's the dirty bubble. If that's the one you're thinking about.
Get some of them off of me. Ooh, there we go. I'll move it. Ah. I lost. Let me see. It is adorable, Diz. This kind of reminds me of the bad guy on SpongeBob SquarePants. Squidward?
Oh, you mean... Oh, he's talking about, Man Ray.
Oh. But the new map is... I guess as far as bigger, it makes it harder. So...
Yeah, there's more enemies.
Yeah.
But the thing base 108 is because everything's kind of condensed into one area. There's more enemies, like, per part, so they can bunch up pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's easier to take more than out at once.
Also, with the bigger maps, you have to survive longer in one go.
Yeah.
And if there's a certain small building you miss, you go wandering around looking for it.
But I love the way it's set up. awesome.
Didn't mention on the top of the borders.
It's
I'm
considered.
trying to start gaming.
No mirror sky. Most maps you go around and you just destroy the buildings. There aren't any maps right now that have specific missions in mind.
Well,
There
is a boss on some maps that you also have to destroy.
but there's on 2 maps. I know he's on the big. I know there's a boss on the biggest map. I always forget which other map there is. But trust me,
He is awesome.
you'll know when a boss is on a map because you'll see a big red bar appear at the top.
There are a lot of enemies.
That is a lot. Jeez.
If I go out, I'm going out with a bang. How's that?
That's good.
I'll take them all with me. Okay. I'm not very good at the bigger maps. So. Which one? In chat, which one do you want me to see play one more time? It's almost time to get ready to wrap up here. I'm waiting for a response.
Okay, we got one. Vote for unknown. For yellow dude.
Yellow dude, okay.
For lobster.
Yeah, more risky myself. Well, if I do this right, I might have time for both of them.
Okay, well, another for slime.
So, we'll do the slime.
Okay. Yeah, I think slime wins. Okay, we got another one for unknown.
The unknown.
The robot.
Oh.
Okay, now for slime. Slime still wins.
Yeah.
You want to try slime on the new map? See if you can do it with him.
I will just a minute. I've got time. After I played that one, I can't do it now.
Yeah, because they all have different play styles.
Yeah.
That's one thing we did not want to do with make the copy and paste creatures.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I always like for games to have asymmetry, like for the different characters to play totally differently.
I like that. Mechanism to protect me.
Oh, thank you, Sky, about the retro. We're quite proud of him ourselves.
Yeah, I have to go back to. It's weird. It's awesome because it's like playing a different game each time. Give me my blog. there.
No, it's just
You thought slime, I call it a blob.
It is a blob, but that's not even his skeleton inside there.
Oh.
No, that's another random kaiju it ate. I didn't think about that actually. Thanks for pointing that out, Dumania. I never thought about that.
I'll have to read it.
He says he likes the guy because his pelvic bone looks like a Batman symbol.
It does. Guess I need to go over this way. What about this?
Move around will help you.
Okay.
Probably a pillbox or something.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, sturdy pillbox, and it's always the pillboxes.
Yay! But yeah, I will have to give this game a whole lot more love, folks. To be honest with you, the reason I never tried to play it before is because I was actually afraid of it.
why?
I don't know. I don't. I guess it was kind of because that it's not my typical kind of game.
Ah.
So it was just a little intimidating for me. Does that make sense?
It does. Because if you play certain types of games and then you're not used to another kind, you don't know if you'll do good or not. I have
Yeah.
that.
And I want it to do you guys justice, you know?
Thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
don't.
I'm glad you think so. I'm actually enjoying it. The arrow keys, they just throw me off. Let's go.
I got that one. Stop doing that.
No, that's notifications on the sidelines.
I need my blob. Give me my blob. I like the blob thing. It heals you.
See this. The only kaiju I can think of that doesn't have an ability to heal is actually a ship.
And he has a shield.
But yeah, his
instead.
shield can regenerate. It actually makes him pretty beefy.
I get my arrow keys mixed up.
It's alright.
Damn, listen.
That's the artillery.
Ah, that cannon. There's that cannon beneath you that's doing it. Oh, it's on.
There we go.
Where is it? Oh.
Yeah, I'm killing it with Mr. Yellow. Hello, open world addict. So, yeah, I'm killing it with Mr. Yellow. I am. I'm really enjoying it.
Slime Squad for the win.
Let's see. I've got 6 more minutes. So what was the other one they wanted to see?
It was the robots.
So that would be the black and red one, right?
Yes, ma'am. think. Go.
Oh, Sky wanted to see the unknown. Which one's the unknown?
It's that robot.
Yeah, the black and
Oh,
red.
okay.
See, because the black and red one's the unknown. Yellow one is called the slime. The bug is called the queen kaiju, and the yellow one's the ship kaiju.
Okay. Now I gotta learn to play again. Now how does he heal himself?
R.
No, E. R's the laser.
Oh, never mind. Don't listen to me.
And it stays on until you're at full health or you stop. Or you run out of power.
I know I'm gonna die so bad. No wonder Sky wanted to see this one.
It's the one that he and everybody else has had the most practice with. So they know him very well. Because he's one of the more, I guess he's the balanced kaiju, I guess you could say.
For me, the him or the ship are easy to use.
Loser.
Okay.
Lose.
I lost Sky. Hey, at least I'm not screaming tonight, so. I know I ripped a lot of eardrums last night. I'm gonna die again. I'm not very good with this one.
Yeah. Like I said, play styles are different for each and every single one. So there will be some you're gonna find you're not very good with compared to others. You did very well with the retro though, for like when you first used it and onward.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, like sometimes when I look at some other people's playing of it, the slime kaiju's heal might be overpowered, but I made it that way because I had to play through the maps and I'm not very good with him.
Well, I like that slime heal.
But Sky destroyed it when he had him. Then that became his new personal favorite.
Yeah,
with
there's
this
a clip of it in my Discord, Widow. I lost. Well, does Wolfheart have his stream up yet? Anybody?
Excuse me.
I'm so glad that you guys got to join me for the stream. It was awesome.
Well, thank you for having us.
I'm more than happy that you were with me because I like to talk to people when I play games.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes, and where this game is so intense and you want to keep your eyes on the screen, it's hard to read chat. And I'm sorry if I ignore anybody in chat. Okay, so Wolfheart is up and ready, so I'm going to send all the elf love over to him, and I'll go over and give him some elf love, and I will catch you later. And thank you guys again for joining me. It was awesome. I really enjoyed the game, and the retro is OP. Bye, Mr. Misty. Loves and hugs.
There's a thank you for having us.